Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat. And he said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Detroit!
From the 50, it's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Back that
They'll set up a throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They get it to him running left. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's low. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Lucky 56.
A first down throw, Darnold. That's caught right side by Ant. He'll get it down this time to the 17. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, and it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt, with 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. On 2nd down, Darnold. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A very solid gain of 27.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. Third down here.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 on the last play, 19 more here and another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. A pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a second and goal. They'll set up a throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And now look at him go. one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Extra point try by Bailey. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Marcus May with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
An option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Now let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Simon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against me.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A dump off now to Hill. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go now. Green.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Bailey got the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Gun! 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 Switch! Switch!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike, check, 59. Gun! 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 Hot!
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The rookie Darnold seemingly in control of this Jets offense. He's got him on the move. It's 1st down, and they'll run it here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Now they try the right side here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Now Jones. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. And Darnold wants to throw the football. On the crossing route, complete. It's low. 23 yards on the play.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. Now Jones. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And his throw is incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Second down and 10, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Now let's go.
Darnold finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance